ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. Please take this time to find your seats and silence your mobile devices. Today's graduation ceremony will be live streamed on Army ROTC Facebook and Army ROTC YouTube, and will be posted later today for replay on the Army ROTC YouTube channel. Photos from today's ceremony can be viewed at flickr.com/Army ROTC. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I am Major Michael Britz, your narrator for today's graduation ceremony. At this time, we'd like to welcome all general officers, senior officers, command sergeant majors, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Major General Antonio Manera and Command Sergeant Major Roy Young, thank you for your attendance today. Today's ceremony honors the successful completion of Advanced Camp. The graduating unit for today is the 9th Regiment of Advanced Camp, the General Peter J. Shoemaker Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Logan Tolan from Western Michigan University. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment, and they are led by Cadet Sidney Gregg from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Also participating in today's ceremony is the 78th Army Band from Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst, New Jersey, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 2 Hugh Stewart, and led by Drum Major Staff Sergeant Andrew Letter. To your far left, you'll see the salute battery, provided by Bravo Battery 1-5 Field Artillery, 1st Armored Brigade Combat Team, 1st Infantry Division from Fort Riley, Kansas, and is led by 1st Lieutenant Joshua Triplett and Staff Sergeant Tremaine Quincy. This ceremony marks the culmination of 35 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, Advanced Camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an Army officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an officer. The cadets of the 9th Regiment are formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best the Army has to offer. 9th Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General Peter J. Shoemaker. General Peter J. Shoemaker graduated from University of Wyoming in 1969 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Education Administration and was commissioned and a second lieutenant in the Armor Branch through the Reserve Officer Training Corps. General Shoemaker was a reconnaissance platoon leader and rifle company commander with 2nd Battalion, 4th Infantry Division, and a cavalry troop commander with 1st Squadron, 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment in Germany. He twice commanded a squadron of the 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment, Delta, 1st SFOD, commonly known as Delta Force, at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. He later commanded Delta Force as well as assuming the role of Commanding General of the Joint Special Operations Command in the United States Army Special Operations Command. General Shoemaker assumed the role of 35th Chief of Staff of the United States Army from August 1st, 2003 to April 10th, 2007. In honor of their completion of Advanced Camp, the cadets from General P.J. Shoemaker Regiment will be receiving a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet candidate. In a moment, the commander of troops will bring the units to attention.
Bring your units to attention! Company! Attention!
Company! Attention!
Company! Attention! Company! Attention!
The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Brigadier General Amanda Azubike, Deputy Commanding General, United States Army Cadet Command. She is accompanied by the host and the regimental training officer, Lieutenant Colonel James Brogan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the rendering of honors to the reviewing officer and invocation offered by Chaplain Candidate First Lieutenant Jason McGill. We ask that military personnel in uniform render a hand salute until the completion of honors.
Bring your unit to present arms! Present arms!
Present arms!
Present arms! Present arms! Bring your unit to order arms and parade rest! Order! Arms! Parade rest!
Order! Arms! Parade! Rest!
Order! Arms! Parade rest! Order! Arms! Parade rest!
I ask that you pray in your faith tradition as I pray in mine. Let us pray. Almighty God, your unparalleled goodness is on display today as we celebrate the graduation of 9th Regiment Advanced Camp. As the United States Army Cadet Command entrusts the cadets of 9th Regiment Advanced Camp the responsibility to become commissioned officers, grant them the unshakable faith of Abraham, the sustained vision of Joseph, and the wisdom and resolve of the prophet Daniel, so that their identity and service might be rooted in their respective faiths. I also thank you for our cadre that have provided purpose, direction, and motivation as they continue to challenge these cadets to become the best officers they can be. I thank you for the family, friends, mentors of our cadets as they continue to show love and support as they continue their journeys to become future Army officers. I ask that your favor be upon the cadets, their families, leaders, and mentors who have stood by your servants in faithful support of their endeavors. Continue to lead these future officers to show what leading with emotional intelligence, empathy, and compassion looks like in the military context. Bless all those who are gathered here today, those present in spirit, strengthen our communities, and keep our Army strong. In your most holy name I pray, amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Bring your unit to attention! Company! Attention!
Company! Attention!
Company! Attention! Company! Attention! Sir! The regiment is formed!
Post the colors!
Color center! March!
The colors are now being brought forward by the commander of troops. The flags present at today's ceremony are the national colors, the Army Field Flag, and the Cadet Command colors.
Marksman, halt! Sir! The colors are present!
Present the command!
Bring your unit. Present arms. Present arms.
Present arms.
Present arms. Present arms. Detachment. Present arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. The United States Army ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of our service to the nation. Duty. Obedience and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor. Encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country. For which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Detachment. Order. Arms. Bring your unit to order arms.
The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Carter Debus from the University of Minnesota
State at Mankato will now recite the Cadet Creed.
I am an Army cadet. Soon I will take an oath to become an Army officer committed to defending the values which make this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I understand mission first and people always. I am the past, the spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice. I am the present, the scholar and apprentice soldier enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and the art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgment to lead and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, sir.
Train to lead.
The greater community of Fort Knox and our national and local service organizations are here to show their support to our future Army leaders. These cadets have demonstrated superior character and service throughout training and will be recognized today for their efforts. Also, we kindly ask family and friends to remain seated during the awards presentation. The awardees will be brought forward immediately following the ceremony for pictures. The Association of the United States Army Leadership Excellence Award is presented by Brigadier General Retired Charles Estes to the top cadet in each regiment as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Connor Brown from the University of Texas at Austin. The First Command Financial Services Award is presented by Colonel Retired David Strauss to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Matthew Chang from Texas A&M University. The USAA Warrior Spirit Award, presented by Sergeant Major Retired Rick Villa, is presented to the cadet that best demonstrated the personal actions necessary to represent the Army profession, ethics, and officership while best exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Piotr Punt from San Diego State University. The Armed Forces Bank Award is presented by Ms. Nicole Shoemaker to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate a mastery of cross-cultural competencies as they relate to a complex environment. This award is presented to Cadet Tuyen Nguyen from the University of Texas at El Paso.
The National Guard Association of the United States Army National Guard Minuteman Awards, presented by Captain Kevin Tufts to the cadet that demonstrates the most improvement in physical and mental preparedness in the advanced ROTC curriculum. This award is presented to Cadet Matthew Ford from the University of Nebraska-Kearney. The Reserve Organization of America, presented by Colonel Retired Keith Donahoe to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience, the lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity in stressful situations, and thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Madison Hughes from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Prescott. The Military Officers Association of America Awards, presented by Brigadier General Retired Charles Estes to the cadet that has demonstrated superior dedication to duty and established a positive command presence by accepting accountability for self
And assigned a unit through employment of team members while applying the fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet Carly Ness from Western Michigan University. The Military Order of the World Wars Award is presented by Brigadier General Retired Charles Estes to the cadet who demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Michael Layler from North Carolina State University. The Radcliffe and Fort Knox Convention and Tourism Commission Bold Leader Spirit Awards presented by Sergeant Major Retired Robert Moore to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of a leader. This award is presented to Cadet Anastasia Parker from Campbell University. The Magellan Federal Award is presented by Performance Center Manager Jesse Ferguson to the top male and female cadet who achieved the highest score on the Army Combat Fitness Test. This award is presented to Cadet Matthew Owen from Virginia Tech. And Cadet Shannon Allen from Florida Southern University. The United States Army Reserve Truman Citizen Soldier Awards presented by Major General Sharon L. Fasano, the Mobilization Assistant to the U.S. Transportation Command, Joint Transportation Reserve Unit. To the Army Reserve cadet in each regiment that has distinguished themselves amongst their peers as a top performer and exemplifies outstanding leadership qualities. This award is presented to Cadet Joseph Kramer from California State University, Fullerton. The Patton Museum Foundation Award is presented by Colonel Retired Bill Betson to the cadet who took charge in a challenging situation, demonstrating confidence, boldness, dash, and daring. This award is presented to Cadet Shannon Ruber from Wright State University. The Recondo Award is presented to the cadets who displayed superior individual performance. These cadets were first-time goes on the Army Combat Fitness Test with a total score of 540 out of 600 points or higher. First-time goes on land navigation, defined as achieving a score of 90% or higher on the written test, and finding 5 out of 6 points on the land navigation course. First-time goes on tactical combat casualty care, and first-time goes on chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear defense events. In addition, these cadets qualified sharpshooter or better in basic rifle marksmanship. Cadets from 9th Regiment awarded the Recondo badge have been annotated in your program with an asterisk by their name. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees a final round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guest speaker for today's ceremony, Brigadier General Amanda Azubike, Deputy Commanding General, United States Army Cadet Command.
Good morning. What a great looking group of cadets we have in front of us. Listen up. Cadets, rest. On behalf of Major General Andy Manera, Commanding General of Cadet Command, again, welcome to the 9th Regiment's graduation ceremony. I would like to begin by thanking the general officers, command sergeants major, the lovely Mrs. Prophet, who celebrates her 87th birthday tomorrow, distinguished guests, the Cadet Command team to include the entire Cadet Summer Training team, and especially important, the friends and family members of our graduates who are joining us today, both in person and virtually. I would be remiss if I didn't extend a special thank you to the 78th Army Band out of Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst and the Cannon Platoon, part of 1-5 Field Artillery out of Fort Riley, for elevating today's ceremony. By the way, I'm being timed and graded by my team back here, so I promise I will not be long, because I was told in no uncertain terms that shorter is better. So I'll start with a quote. This quote is attributed to Heraclitus, a Greek philosopher, tactician, who lived around 500 BC. Quote, out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there. 80 are just targets. 9 are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they make the battle. Ah, but the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. What did he mean by that? Perhaps he meant out of every 100 soldiers on the battlefield, 10 shouldn't even be there. They are so frightened, they are unable to move. 80 are just targets. They make no decisions on their own, but will selflessly do what they are told. 9 are warriors. They are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they make the battle. They are the ones that lead the 80. They get the 80 to fight during the battle. But the one, the last one, that is the soldier that brings the rest home. Aspire to be the one. We are training and developing you, cadets, so that you can be the one, so that you are that leader that brings the platoon home. You will be leading that platoon one day. There's no switch that goes off in your head in less than a year from now for most of you when you pin on those gold bars and become a second lieutenant. You are leaders now. You have proven it by completing advance camp. I know you still have some work to do. We all do, because we are lifelong learners and we continue to make self-improvements if we want to be good leaders. But when you return to school, you'll be an MS4. You should help lead those MS3s and ensure they are prepared for what you just accomplished. You should have a leadership mindset now. You should be working on what type of leader you want to be now. Demonstrate the potential to serve as a lieutenant now. And keep in mind, when you're back on campus or in your college towns and you're in uniform, the general public doesn't distinguish between a cadet, a private, a sergeant, or an officer. We all wear the same uniform. And you represent the Army whenever you wear that uniform. So wear it well. Wear it with class. Wear it with pride. You are part of the team and an ambassador for our Army right now. Share your story. You should be proud of yourselves, and we commend you for your commitment to serving this great nation. You are well on your way to becoming part of the 1% who choose to serve in our Army, and you have completed a major milestone on your journey to becoming an Army officer. I also recognize that long before you arrived here, you had another Army by your side, an Army of family and friends that mentored and encouraged you. For all of our guests here today, thank you for supporting your cadets, our future Army leaders. Cadets, let's give them a hand. But it takes more than the support of friends and family to develop competent leaders. It takes a cadet summer training team made up of cadre, logisticians, admin specialists, medical professionals, and more that augment our cadet command team from all over the country. So please, let's give them a hand as well. Now back to our cadets. Master your craft, take care of your people, and lead with integrity. Go back to campus and finish strong. We are all very proud of you. Congratulations on this great accomplishment. Leadership excellence, winning matters, be all you can be. Thank you.
Company,
this time, the cadet regiment will perform the
ceremonial pass in review. Please remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass. At the rear of each company formation is a regimental cadre that provided enduring support and led these cadets to succeed at cadet summer training. Please then give
applause. Passing the 78th Army Band, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 2,
Stewart, led by Drum Major First Sergeant Andrew Laird.
Michigan University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Benjamin Van Binsbergen from the University of Minnesota. Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Sidney Tanner from the University of Denver. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Color Guard, led by Cadet Sidney Gregg from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Craig Carr from the Citadel. Now passing the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Matthew Mine from Virginia Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
Sir, this concludes today's ceremony. Leadership excellence, sir. Ready to lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 9th Regiment Cadet Summer Training 2023 graduation ceremony. As a reminder, this ceremony can be viewed at the Army ROTC YouTube channel. Photos from today's ceremony can be viewed at flickr.com/ArmyROTC. Family and friends, please allow a few moments for your cadets to prepare for departure before joining them at the tents to the right side of the field. For your enjoyment while you wait, we have a small reception set up to the rear of the reviewing stand. Thank you for attending. Leadership Excellence.